Now we're up on the roof, or right next to it. Rich Melo's here from Newton Roofing, and we're talking copper roofing for our little addition. And this is an area that I think is 16 by 6 or 7, so it's a small part of the job, right?
Correct.
I imagine normally when you're putting up a copper roof, it's a real big deal.
Usually there's a lot more square footage involved, a lot longer panels, but a nice little small roof like this really offsets the addition.
What's the raw material that we're starting with here?
Well, this is a 16-ounce panel. It's manufactured by a company called ATAS International, who is a member of the Metal Roofing Alliance.
Okay.
And all the prefabricated panels, as well as the accessories, are fabricated from 16-ounce copper. The particular system here is a Dutch seam.
Well, when you say manufactured, it comes in a box and there's lengths of it, and they already have the standing seam kind of braked into it.
That is correct. That is correct.
Okay. And what does the Dutch part of it mean? The
Dutch part simply refers to ATAS's name for the type of cleat used. It's actually integral to the panel itself.
Oh, I see. Okay. Very good. So tell us, what's underneath the copper?
Well, there's 2 layers of underlayments. Directly over top of the wood roof deck is an ice and water shield, which prevents against ice damming and any heavy rains getting in behind the roofing. And on top of it is a slip sheet or a rosin paper, and this simply allows for expansion and contraction of the copper. So if it wasn't there, it would stick to the ice and water and it would might wrinkle it. So this allows it to slide.
The installer is actually driving screws in?
That's correct. The clips, as you see here, they're fabricated out of stainless steel, and they're installed anywhere from 1 foot to 2 feet on center, and the panels then lock into those clips, and that's what holds down the actual roofing.
And so he's cut them to length, and we have a hip roof, which means that we have angles on each one of these eave points.
That's correct. We have actually 3 hips, the small one back in the rear. ATAS manufactures a prefabbed hip, which gets locked into the panels, and that finishes off each ridge.
Okay, let's watch a minute as he progresses. So they've cut it precisely to fit down on the ground, and he doesn't have to do any kind of bending or crimping at all up here, huh?
The only bending they have to, on the roof, no, but on the ground we have to bend in the hook so that it actually hooks into the drip edge here, but that's the only bending necessary.
Now, Rich, a copper roof is going to last for many, many decades, but how will it weather?
Well, over the next 2 to 10 years, it'll start to brown and bronze up in color. It'll lose the shiny copper sheen.
Just like a penny.
That's right, that's right. And after approximately 10 years, you'll start to patina, and it'll develop that green color, and it'll stay that color for the lifetime of the metal.
And a lot of this also depends on what part of the country you're in, right?
That's correct, depending on the humidity.
If you're close to the shore, it's going to turn green quicker than if you're in the desert. All right, explain this clip system.
This is ATAS's Dutch-cleat system, and this piece would fit integral over the next panel over, which would consist of this receiver like piece here.
All right, so Rich, one last couple of questions. A, how long did this take to get it all together?
Approximately a day and a half of work in here so far, so 2 days total.
It's a couple of days, and it's a small roof. What about the cost?
Cost, we're looking at anywhere between $2,500 and $3,500 for a roof this size, depending on the copper system.
Depending on the copper system. So $2,500, $3,500. A lot more than it would cost to do with shingles or asphalt roofing, fiberglass roofing, etc.
But, of course, the benefits of this product are that it's going to last you a lot longer, at least 50 years, and B, it certainly looks a lot better than asphalt.
It's a gorgeous roof, and in some cases, it'll last a century.
That's correct.
Thanks a lot.